So, not everybody moving to Southeast Texas is ready to buy right away. And that's okay. So, a lot of families relocating here, a lot of families are relocating here for work, school, new opportunities. And so starting off with the rental is something really not a bad idea. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the rental market across the Golden Triangle, Beaumont, Port Arthur, Orange. So you know what to expect when from pricing, neighborhoods, lease terms, and how to set yourself up for success, whether it's a short-term rental or a long-term. And so before we jump into this, my name is Roland Thomas II. My wife and I've been out here since we've been in the Golden Triangle, Southeast Texas since 2021. So about 4 years now. And we love it. We love calling this place home, and we love to help people call this place home as well. And so we were some city slickers, and we got out here to the country and just fell in love with it. So make sure here's what you do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. If you're watching on Facebook, click that like button. Make sure you click that follow as well. And I post new videos every single week about moving to Southeast Texas, Beaumont, Golden Triangle, the whole gamut, right? And I want to help you make a smooth transition out here to the Golden Triangle. Let's jump into it now. All right. Okay, so why rent? So rent actually it actually gives you some breathing room when you're coming in, right? It gives you some breathing room when you're first trying to transition out here to Southeast Texas. It gives you time to explore some schools, commute times, neighborhoods without really rushing into that purchase, right? Where you might find yourself locked into an area. You're like, man, I don't know if I actually like this area, right? You get to give you some opportunities to look around, right? So now some people, you might actually be buying a home and maybe getting something that's newly constructed, and you need some time to have that place be constructed, and you don't want to have a long commute because maybe you're moving from Louisiana. Come to find out, about 28,000 people from Louisiana moved to Texas. So welcome, welcome. I found that really really interesting. So, here's the deal: many of my clients, they do come. They come for refinery jobs, healthcare positions. Some are working at the school, Lamar. And like I said, at least helps you make that transition just a little bit smoother. Rent is also a great option to have if you're looking to shop for land, right? And you want to build something, you want to get some custom build maybe out there in the country because you just fall in love with Southeast Texas, right? Come on. We got land all around Southeast Texas. And if you want to get something built on that piece of land, it gives you time to walk to look around and shop, right? And so hey, listen, if this is helping you so far, make sure you click that subscribe button right now so you can stay up to date with what's going on as I cover neighborhoods and schools and like I said, cost of living all throughout Southeast Texas. Let's talk a little bit about some of the rental prices that you will find out here. Bam. I wanted to get that. So, apartments in the Golden Triangle. So the Golden Triangle is made up of Beaumont, Port Arthur, Orange. Okay. What you'll find is apartments in Beaumont are typically around 800 to $1,200 a month. The single family homes you'll find anywhere between 1,200 to $1,800 a month. In Port Arthur you'll find apartments around 650 to 950 a month or so, right? And there's some that they're a little bit more than that. Single family homes anywhere between 900 to $1,400 a month, and you're going to find Port Arthur is going to be one of the more affordable and also easy accessible areas to a lot of the refineries, some of the plants in the area because so many are densed over there. Orange, Texas, you're gonna find you're gonna find apartments are anywhere between 700 to $1,100 a month. And you're gonna find it in the single family homes 1,000 to $1,600 a month, right? And so perfect balance of space, affordability, and all those that you will find in Orange. Now I want to do this. Let's jump in here. I want to show you real quick so you can, again, I want you to get a feel as to what some of these look like. Mhm. All right. So let's again let's look at some of these areas, right? So you got Beaumont over here. We talk about the Golden Triangle, Beaumont, uh, Port Arthur. Port Arthur's more here. Port Neches, Groves, Needle End is this right here. PNG got over here, and then you have Orange over here. So these are leases. These are homes that are for sale right now. Homes that are for lease right now in the area. So if you're looking more around by the university, you got 2,000 here, uh 1,000 here, 875 here. This is your West End over here. Kind of one of the more sought after areas in Beaumont. 2,100, 2,200, 1,800. 3 bedroom, 2,600. Right. You got 2,900 here. 3 bedroom, 2 bath. 1,750, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Right. I'm gonna give you some options here. And then you come over here to closer to that. Look at that West Oakland, Pear Orchard area. 1,650 over here. Right. These are brand new. 900 right here. You got 1,600 right here. If you come over here to where we got Needle Port Neches, Groves. This kind of section here, they all kind of, they call it PNG over here. Just to give you an idea, 2,000 for a 3-3 right here, 3 bedroom, 3 bath. You got a 5,000. They are really, really proud. Really proud of this house. Yeah, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Man, that is crazy. 5,000 a month. I know they lying. 2,800 um for a 4 bedroom, 3 bath over here in Groves. Nice. I mean, it's a nice home. That's a nice home. Uh 4,000. Okay, 6 bedroom, 2 bath. Okay, that might make a little bit more sense. All right, 6 bedroom, 2 bath. Over here in Groves. And then you got 1,450 for this one here, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, right? Then you go over here to Port Arthur. This takes you a little deeper, closer to some of the refineries over here. Just to give you an idea, 1,500 here, 3 bedroom, 1 bath. A 2-1, 1,400. This is pending right now. You got 1,600, 4 bedroom, 2 bath. Again, you got one here for 4,200, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Yeah, I talked about that one. Okay, so then we go over here to Orange, just to give you an idea of Orange. You got Orange Field over here. Well, this is more Bridge City. I'm sorry, more Bridge City, Orange Field, but Bridge City. Orange, 1,500 right here, 2,300 right here, 5,000, 6 bedroom, 3 bath. That's it. That's wild. It's probably more like corporate housing. But 6 bedroom has a lot. There's a lot of beds. 4,500 over here. On a little bit over half an acre. So again, there's options. There's options. Now that is on the home side, right? So I'm gonna show you this one over here. This one now you go over here to always apartments.com, right? We keep it simple. And then we see some options that you have here. So again, you have apartments, condos, townhomes. There are multiple options for you to find rentals and leases, right? Now, and then I want to share this too. So one thing you want to know, all of these representatives, whether it be a home or an apartment, you want representation because they represent the best interest of the tenant of the seller or the apartment or the complex. So you want representation, and so you make sure that you're getting a good deal. Make sure that you understand the contract and all the things, because again, they represent themselves. They represent the property owner. They don't represent you. So you want someone who can articulate and look at what these contracts are saying, so that you have a good idea as to what you're getting into. Um, Also, what to look for and request on the front end. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Again, give you some idea of apartments and condos and townhomes, right? So you have here again, you got one or two bedrooms, 970 to 12 to 20, 1200. Like that's some senior living over there. Uh you got you got some over here, 743. You got 1,000, two bedroom, to 2,700 over here. Let's zoom in a little more. You got the crossing, right? 848 to 1,000, one to two bedrooms. 850 to 1,300, Autumn Oaks, right? I mean, there are options all over. Fountain Woods, 825 to 1,000. 840, Mosaic Apartments, 840, 1165. You got some of your corporate housing a little closer over here. 985, 2,700. 1,300, 2,400 over here, one to three bedrooms. 1,100, 1,500, one to three bedrooms. So again, I want to show you, that there are options. This is Beaumont, right? You have options between apartments and condos and townhomes is what you is what we're looking at right here. You go over here to Nederland, Port Neches, Groves, right? You got some in Groves over here, right? You got 1,000 to what was that? 1,000 to 1,500. One to three bedrooms. 695 to 775. Right? One to two bedrooms. You have, what is this? This is a house. So it's a townhome for rent right here. 1,800, three bedroom, two bath. Got another one here, another townhome. Uh Hope they ain't putting you in the attic. They ain't putting you in the attic, man. Oh Lord, that's the main picture. We ain't gonna go see that one, y'all. We ain't gonna go see that one. What they doing? Dude, hold on. they, they gonna put you in the attic, man. Oh man. Hey, who's ever the tenant, the clown on this one, please reach out. Please reach out to me. If you at 3609 Park Drive. Oh, so it's by owner. Yeah, they need an agent. Lord, let me help you market this a little better. That's terrible. I ain't trying to put him on blast like that, but I kind of am. So, because look at this. Like, why? He, the first thing I think is you trying to rent me the attic. What? Why? Why is that your first picture? Come on, man. That's terrible. Yeah, yeah. You need an agent. Yeah, we got to market that a little bit better right there, man. That's terrible. I can't. I gotta go back. I can't go back. Oh, what I do? Okay, cool. All right, so let's take a look at some more. Again, I want you to get a feel as to what some of these apartments. Again, so we got townhomes, right? I said that one, went through that one. Here's another one. Here's another townhome, right? 1,200. Um, Again, what? I was eight. Oh, go back. Well, hold on. Where is it? Where'd it go? Right here. Is it? Yeah, 800. One bedroom, one bath. Boom, townhome. Okay. Port Arthur, you got a couple options here. You got a townhome, got some townhomes. So again, I just want you to see that there's options, right? Options all over the place. You go over here to Orange, we got options, right? We got apartments, um, studios to three bedrooms, 760 to 1,300, townhomes, right? Look at that townhome, 2150. That's actually really nice. Actually, really nice. Come on, let's go. I'm here for it. Okay. Um, More orange. Got some inviter over here, right? So again, all of these are within one to three bedroom, 558 to 761. Okay. Where is this? Okay. Okay. All right, cool. So again, I want you to know that there's options for you, right? Um, if you're not ready to jump into a home right out the bat, and you just want to get a feel of the area, see what it's like, around the area. A renting is a good option. Make sure you give me a shot, and I'll help you navigate this market. Let's talk a little bit about some of the lease terms, okay? Because you may not want to jump in for a whole year, right? So because of the area, I mean, we can find some flexible lease terms, whether it be 6 months. You also want to balance out. You know, you also want to balance out like the Airbnb. Like Airbnbs actually end up being really costly. If you're gonna do anything over a month, you're better off going to a month lease versus an Airbnb, because the Airbnb will be a premium. To be honest with you, it'd be a premium, um, versus doing a lease to lease. I mean, versus doing a month to month lease. So again, it's just reach out, give me a shout. All my contact information is in the description below. You can call me, text me, set up a Calendly, set up a meeting with me. I love to help you navigate this market. So again, you got a couple options. You got a 6 month lease. You got your standard 12-month lease. There's corporate rentals that are available as well. So if you move in for your company, make sure you look into the make sure you reach out. We'll look into some of the corporate rentals that could be available to you. When you get your corporate rentals, a lot of these come fully furnished, and you just drop in there and you ready to roll. You got you a place. So you want to take a look. You want to know what your options are, right? So renting versus buying. The really the numbers you want to know. So the average home price in the Golden Triangle is around 1,800 to $225,000, depending on the city. Okay. Land, many half acre lots are available between 12 25,000 to 50,000, 25K to 50K, right? Property taxes are running between 1.9 to 2.2, with the blended rates between in Jefferson County, or some of the orange counties, right? And rent, like I say, rent may cost you, in comparison to rent, that may cost you 13, about around $1,300, right? But a mortgage on a $200,000 home could be the same or less, depending on the rates and the down payments and buybacks that are available, and all sorts of things, rate buy downs, and all the things. Some families choose to rent 6 to 12 months, save up, and then buy. And that's where I help renters transition from renting to home ownership, right? A median down payment could be anywhere between 20 to 30K. And typically, like I said, monthly mortgages can be anywhere 14 to 1,700, right? And you got a home and some property, some land you can call your own, right? Let me go to the next one here. So while you're here, right, as you're trying to help call this place home, you're trying to figure out, is Beaumont gonna be I mean, how do we make this place home, right? There's things to do. If you're in a Beaumont, right, they got we have Terrell Park. You can go to the Julia Roberts, Julia Rogers Theater downtown, right? There's not that there's not a ton of nightlife that goes on around here. But you do have the Crockett Street. There's things to do over there. It's nice. Got some nice places to eat. And if you, like I always say, you just want to just shoot over to Houston not far. But there's things to do. Got a lot of things to do outdoors. If you're down there in the Port Arthur area, right, you have some coast. You have a lot of coastal stuff you can do out there in Port Arthur. Pleasure Island, right? Seafood. do some fishing. You got Searim State Park. If you want to go do some beach activities. Then also, you're actually not too far from the coast, right? So let me highlight. Let me highlight that real quick. I didn't have it in my notes, but I want to show you real quick. Like I said, you are not too far from the coast. Let me zoom here. Okay, share this. Let me show you this. Uh oh. Boom. Here we go. Like I said, you're not too far from the coast, right? So if you're over here in Beaumont, over here, or you're in Port Nature's Groves, Needland, Port Arthur, Orange, right? So, or you might find yourself in Mauriceville. Here's the coast right here. You got a lot of fun happens over here. There's some crabbing people do over here. All over. Hold on. Let me zoom. Let me back. Let me go over here. I mean, you can do some fishing all up and down here. People go fishing all right here. This little bridge area, I'll tell you that people love fishing over here. You got all of this. There's ways to get over here and do some fishing, right? Fishing all along here, right? Fishing right here. Fishing, there's fishing everywhere, man. You get out there and have some fun. Like there are things to do, especially like being outdoors. You know, you got things to do. You create your own fun, right? As I always say, home is where you park it. If you go back and look at any of our videos when we traveled the country in our RV and all the things, that's what we learned. We learned that home is where you park it. You know, and if you go park it in Southeast Texas for a little bit, you get your home and and uh, uh, and you're gonna park it here for a little bit. Home is where you park it. Have fun. You know, in Orange, jump back over here. In Orange, there's a couple of things you can do in Orange. You have the Stark Museum. You have the Shangri-La Gardens. That place is gorgeous. That place is gorgeous, man. A lot of small town festivals that you'll find in Orange and really all the places. Like I didn't have this in my notes too, but I want to highlight it. Uh, we have berry farms that are all over. They'll do like little places where they'll open a farm where you come pick blueberries. I think we got like we I know of at least three blueberry farms, and so come on, that is fun stuff, man. You get out there and go pick some blueberries. Like come on, one of the blueberry farms I believe is in Vidor. They provide the blueberries for HEB, which is super cool. They got a blueberry operation over there, but they know how to grow some blueberries, and them blueberries are good for real. And we have some friends who opened up a blueberry farm in Koontz. I think it's in Koontz, yeah. So I mean, that stuff is fun. It's fun. It's picturesque. We have Christmas tree farms and all sorts of stuff. Get out there and create some family memories, man. And have some fun. Home is where you park it. And so now sometimes, sometimes when you look for a home, you wanna kind of base it upon, all right, well, where are school districts? Where my kids gonna where they going to school at, right? So you have Needland ISD, Port Nature's Groves, Beaumont, the West End area, Orangefield, and I'll kind of let me show you where some of these are at, so you could see um, where some of these are at. So and so that you can have an idea as far as how far you'd be from where some of the schools are, right? You got schools over here. Needland is Port Nature's Needland is like right. I think you got schools over here, Groves. You got schools right about in here. Um, there's homes that are available, right, and places available in near proximity to some of these schools, right? Um, and, obviously, but if you start at the school district, like we say, okay, well, what schools are good? All right, well, let's reverse engineer how are we going to look for homes. You can do that, by looking up some of the top schools. I have links in the descriptions below. If you want to go look at some of the school ratings, I have all those links in the description below. You can figure out, hey, what school would best fit y'all's needs, right? Your needs. So if you want to reverse engineer and looking for homes based upon the school districts, you could do that, right? I got links down there below. But to give you an idea of what some of those rents look like, for in those areas that are like within close proximity to those schools, let me share that with you right here. So in Nederland, around Nederland ISD, close to the schools, you're gonna get some of those suburban vibes out there in Nederland ISD. Average rent you're gonna find the $1,100 to $1,500. Port Nature's Groves, PNG. PNG, I tell y'all what, that's some rivalry going on over there, man. They are hilarious. You listen, you get talking about some folks who Port Nature's Groves and Nederland, they be, yeah, Port Nature's Groves, Nederland, baby. Friday Night Lights is real out here, man. It's real. And it's good times. It's good times. Even though we didn't go to none of the schools out here. But it's always fun to listen. Look, when you're at church with some folks and they all get to talk about Port Nature's Nederland, the school robbers. It's good stuff, man. I always enjoy listening to them talk trash to each other, so it's funny. It's kind of like me with the Aggies, man. If you're an Aggie, I'm sorry. Just go back and try again. All right. So Port Nature's Groves, you got thousands to $1,400 in that area. Again, the community feel around there is suburban vibes, right? Right. Beaumont ISD, you're gonna find anywhere between $900 to $1,300. That's more of your urban feel, right? That Beaumont West End area over there. It just feels it feels like you in the city. You in the city. Get them urban vibes. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Orangefield is out there. I say it's out there. It's out there relative to some other things. So you get that small town feel with Orangefield, right? You're gonna find the average rents in those areas $800 to $1,200. And it all depends on what your taste. You got ups and downs all over those, right? But so you'll get some of those small town vibes with Orangefield ISD. So let's talk a little bit about what that transition could look like from a renter to homeowner. Because you come down here, man, like I said, maybe you're looking to rent for a little bit until you're ready to buy, right? So your first 3 months, just settle in, focus on getting comfortable with the area, with the rentals, exploring the neighborhoods, building local connections, right? Month 4 through 6, you start saving, researching, right? So okay, let's start figuring out where we're looking to go, right? Build, you want to work on that down payment, save for the down payment while you're searching for homes and understanding value and neighborhood trends some of the areas that you're preferring, right? And then you want to kind of dwindle that down to maybe 1 or 2 areas that 1 or 2 neighborhoods that work pretty well that you want to focus on and put your eye on. And then when you get to around that month 7 through 9, we want to start working with some lenders, get some pre-approvals in place, and understand the buying power that you have for that current market, right? And then on those last 2 months of your lease, let's start looking for a home, right? Let's start searching. You can search with confidence. You know what your budget is. You know how you're ready to roll. You know a school district is going to work for your family, right? And then let's go for it. Let's help you lock in that home and get you a home. So if you're ready, you're ready. Um, Renting a home or an apartment or corporate housing in the Golden Triangle can be a perfect first step when you're just transitioning over here. You know, if so if you're just moving in. So whether that's Beaumont, Port Arthur, Orange, there are rental options all that can fit your budget, right? And lifestyle. And so then when you're ready, I'm here to help you transition. Right? I'll help you. I'll help you find a home to rent, find an apartment to rent, find some corporate housing, and then when you're ready to move into the home, I help you do that too. Listen, I am your real estate professional. I want to help you make that transition to calling Southeast Texas home. Yeah. So make sure you reach out. All my contact information is in the description below. You can schedule a call with me. You can call me, text me. Also make sure you can grab that relocation guide, the Beaumont relocation guide as well. That is in the description below. So I love to love to help you out. Love to give you some of those resources. So I am looking forward to helping you call Southeast Texas home. So we'll see you on the next video. Have a great one and peace.